pass was cut out by LaGuardia. Can Alaves take the opportunity to counter? Pina sent wide. Moody. Nice ball into space for Carlos Vigaday, who's got a step here on Reguilon. A bit of help from Casemiro. And between them, they get the job done.
Oh, he's alive.
Caleri is still alive. Back to Manu Garcia. His right, Manu's blocked by Sergio Ramos. Burgi, wrong side of the net.
Wow. Strange start to this game in the second half after complete domination in the first. Alaves really comes out and starts to hunt out of the long grass. A number of opportunities created. This one just flashes wide. But there was a couple of real good opportunities again to pick the spot, to rush the hit. And not much time given the Real Madrid coming back into the box. But good start from Alaves' men.
Without the change in personnel, just to change the mentality.
Right. Said they'd have to gamble a bit, and they were starting to throw players forward there. Not going to do it kamikaze fashion.
Well, Wakaso might. She was closing down Casemiro.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale.
The second goal, of course, the all-important insurance. And they see the width that is completely kept with this system that Solari plays. It's a wonderful wide man.
Reguilon is brought down, and this will prompt the game's second yellow card. This one for Burgi, the ex-Real Madrid Castilla man. One player who's absent today, Lucas Vazquez, has become one of the regular starters, a steady fixture for Santiago Solari in the starting 11, and today getting a bit of a breather, and so a chance to see this BBV of Bale, Benzema, and Vinicius, which may well be the way going forward in these crucial games coming up both in the Copa and in the Champions League.
Have played precious few minutes together. The substitutions, the first time it started, Emery was telling us before the... Well, Benzema was the butt of that sort of backhanded compliment, and he is playing and looks fitter than a butcher's dog, that's for sure. He really looks physically very, very sharp, and his feet are quick. Look at
This is a ball knocked out for Burgi. Caleri has to chase it down, and he's well off target, even though he did have a run at the back post.
I don't know whether he's trying to wrap his foot around this to pull this one back. Caleri, it's a good run, and right here, I think he recognises the man at the back post as arriving, but it's just a little bit beyond him, isn't it?
Not the most considerate pass from Burgi. Here's Sergio Ramos, Casemiro, Modric. Looking for an option between the lines here, Luka Modric. On the near side, he spotted Vinicius, brought it down in space. Vinicius back across the green into the middle. LaGuardia gives away a corner. He just wanted it out of the area.
It's a lovely invite for his countryman, who's arriving by stealth. And, oh, this is not good.
Well, LaGuardia was very much the anchor in that back line for Alaves.
A hard man as well, but he's feeling this. Wonderful play, and there's that red carpet pass delivered. LaGuardia comes across and he gets it from his own man. Oh, and then the follow-through from Casemiro accidentally steps on his, well, they're not boots anymore, they're more like socks with cleats in them.
Some don't even have laces. It will be a corner here for Real Madrid as Luka Modric measures up. Modric outswinger, back post, and Manu Garcia taking it away from Sergio Ramos, captain versus captain. Here's Johnny. That's an important sliding challenge from Odriozola to take it away. Manu left it for Wakaso. Ceballos couldn't keep it in play. Alaves will have a throw.
And a quietly impressive game as well, that young man. Ceballos drawing the oohs and ahs earlier with that possession as he was wriggling free from the press and not willing or to get it off his foot the easy way. He found his own way, and again another example of pure confidence being delivered. They're not nervy, these youngsters.
That's a neat touch now by Burgi, trying to lead Caleri forward, but Nacho in the way to intercept. Well, Ray, the last quarter was back in the days of Del Bosque as Real Madrid manager in 2000. That year he took over from Toshak. They finished 5th in La Liga Madrid, but they won the Champions League. They beat Valencia in that final. It was Hector Cooper's Valencia. Ramos looks as though he has every intention of striking this. Gareth Bale thereabouts. It's Bale who strikes through it, but over the crossbar.
Well, power without control is nothing, and this one is always heading away and over. Be a little bit more delicate with the touch, but the worst effort.
And that was Bale's parting gift as he makes way for Marco Asensio to check in. It will be like for like as Asensio will join the front three of Benzema and Vinicius. We also, by the way, saw Mariano Diaz warming up as Real Madrid have slowly been recovering their injured players. Mariano, the latest to return, and the only one still absent to injury is Jesus Vallejo, who is also close to making a comeback.
Good control, well played.
Caleri in traffic gets past Ramos.
Caleri showed some real nice touches, and you can see why he's a top goal scorer. He hasn't had much to hit towards Courtois. He's had an easy night of it so far.
By Vigadai, swing and a miss with the head of Caleri. LaGuardia, strong header back, sent away by Reguilon. Just Duarte.
Again, Andriozola there loves to seemingly tease Courtois with those little balls well within his area, and must have full confidence in the keeper.
How's that for a hard tackle from Casemiro to take it away from Wakaso? Now Ceballos.
Clean.
It's a karate kick of a tackle. Clean on the ball. Here's Vinicius. Vinicius goal bound, deflected by LaGuardia into orbit, and Pacheco gathers up.
Victor's there again.
Never actually played for Real Madrid. Francisco Pacheco. Should be Fernando Pacheco. He was part of the Madrid Castilla side. He left for Alaves in 2015, helping them win promotion as the starting goalkeeper in Segunda for Alaves. Well, about to see a debut. That's Diego Roland, the Uruguay international, will be Abelardo's first modification. Knocked down by Manu Garcia for Duarte. Flick forward. Manu only Alaves player closest to it, but it's Nacho who's quickly back to control.
What year was that we were talking about, the Del Bosque?
It was in May of 2000, third to last game of this season, a goal by Jorge Azcoitia against an 18-year-old Iker Casillas. Madrid went on to finish 5th, 1 point ahead of Alaves, but again, they won the Champions League despite finishing 5th.
That's the great Iker Casillas as well, by the way, Andres.
It's a correct correction. This is Johnny who brings it down into the area. Goal bound, first on target from Alaves, where Courtois makes the save.
Stings at Adam again. Every time Alaves pull the trigger, they're hitting it directly at Courtois. Was basically just got to raise his arms. There's no angle on the shot from the Malaga loanee. Good effort, but directly at the goalkeeper.
Ray, does it feel like Madrid are allowing Alaves to stay in this?
Well, it's certainly from the moment the first whistle was blown in the second half. Said it in the first half that Abelardo's got to send his men out with a different attitude and a different mentality, and they certainly are pressing forward, but the risks have been there, and Real Madrid haven't been able to quite take advantage of it yet. But
Modric.
They're seemingly in control of this game without extending themselves too much. Real Madrid.
He just pulled back for Benzema on the doorstep. Benzema square ball. Duarte played with fire, but he did not get burned.
Well, Duarte needs to be applauded resoundingly for this defensive play. Benzema was magnificent again.
Brilliant from Johnny.
Good
Trying to
cover.
release Caleri, sliding in Nacho, puts the brakes on the Alaves counter.
And maybe that was all part of this plan by Abelardo. Rope and dope and keep them on the fence. There was wonderful here by Benzema and tries to pull it back. And very, very cool from Duarte.
Good look at Johnny's last chance, but it is hit straight at Thibaut Courtois and Caleri.
Hasn't got much to shoot at either, has he really? A very acute angle. And maybe if the ball had been able to be drove with a little bit more of a rise to it, it might have flashed over.
On loan from Deportivo La Coruña, or currently